Welcome back to my channel, Aisha Lachey Reads. Today we're going to be doing my September TBR. For the month of September, I kind of just want to do like mood reading, just read kind of like what I want. So what I'm going to do is I'm just picking out books that have been on my radar and books that I've been wanting to get to. So I'm just going to go over some of those with you today and we'll see how many I actually get through. I know it's a little late for a TBR, but that's also okay because I don't care. My life's kind of crazy, so as long as I'm getting a video out, I'll be happy with that. So the first book that I want to get to this month is The Devil's Thief by Lisa Maxwell. This is the second book in the Last Magician series. I read the first one again recently. There's 4 books in the series. I haven't read the 4th one, so I'm rereading all of them because I love this series and so that I can reread the 4th one and remember everything. So this series is about a main girl, Esta, and she lives in present-day New York, and in this world there is magic users and stuff. They call them mages, I think that's what it is, but they basically, New York has this big bubble over it, and anyone with magical powers can't leave or it will like suck the magic out of them and they will either die from losing magic or just feeling like there's something missing. So all of our magical users are stuck in New York, and she has a special power where she can like go through time and like slow time down. So she's sent to get all these magical objects, and one of them is a cup, and she uses that to go back in time. So she is sent by a professor who basically raised her to go back in time and steal a book that supposedly will help take down this bubble and make it so they can leave and kind of go wherever they want. So this is her story about going back in time. She creates friends, relationships, and tries to stop the magician from stealing the book because back then it was stolen and all the artifacts were sent out of New York, and so they're trying to get their hands on it for there. And I absolutely love this series. It's one of my favorite young adult fantasy series of all time, and so I'm excited to get back into the series. Yeah, these books are chunky too, but I read the first one like pretty fast and I just loved being back in the world. It's one of those worlds where I'm just like happy again reading it, so I'm excited to get back into this series and finally finish it. The next 2 I want to get to are horror books because we're in spooky season and I'm just so excited. Like, it's like my favorite thing, my favorite time of the year, horror, everything. I did get my horror subscription box again. I didn't film it this time. I just didn't have time and I wanted to open it because I wanted to get these books. So next month, well, not this month because I skipped this month because I have the book already, but next month I will definitely post another one for Twisted Retreat. But these are the 2 books that came into the Twisted Retreat box and I'm excited for both of them. So the first one is On a Clear Day You Can See Block Island. This is about a group of kids who went through some traumatic events and they're all siblings, and you follow them and like the struggles that they're having in real life and the struggles that were caused by this event. And one day they decide to go back to the island and try and figure out what actually happened and to see if they were actually, because most people just think they're crazy and that they were making things up and all this stuff. And so they go back to the island to try to figure out what really happened back then. And I'm so excited for this. I've actually already started it and I've already started tabbing it. I think I'm like 100 pages in, but I'm loving it so far. And this cover is gorgeous. It has sprayed edges. I do have tabs on it. If I like this, I'm going to buy a separate copy to put all my tabs and stuff in because I didn't want to annotate or tab this one. But yeah, I'm really loving this one so far. It's so good. And then this is the inside dust jacket. It's hard to see because it's blocking on the camera, but this is the inside of the dust jacket. And then the naked hardcover is gorgeous. Like, look at that like monster guy. Like, are you kidding me? That is the spine, and then this is the other side of the cover. But they do gorgeous special editions and I love them. Like, I'm so happy with this box. Like, other subscription boxes have been okay for me, but since I love horror so much, these are like my prized possessions now, and I like the other book that they sent out, and I'm loving this one so far, so I'm hoping I really like all of their books. And then the second book they sent with this month's box is The Final Scene. These edges are gorgeous as well. Like, excuse me, like, they're so gorgeous. And then I'll show you the naked hardcover on this one. I think is my favorite naked hardcover because of the foiling in it. But like the reds and that like beautiful foiling, like, are you kidding? It's gorgeous. And like the foiling on this side with the green, I love this. But this one is basically about a girl who gets kidnapped, and she's basically in this cabin for like 10 years, and like the only way she can survive is by following her captor's like strict rules. Like, it's almost like a show for them. There's video cameras, all this stuff, and she has to follow everything to a T or she could die. But she ends up getting another person that comes to stay there that they've also kidnapped. So things start to go awry and things start to change once that person comes in. So I'm excited to see what happens in this one. Like, I think it's a thriller horror, so I'm excited to see like what happens and like how she gets out of this situation if she does. And yeah, it just sounds so good, but I'm just obsessed with this cover. Like, I love it. I hope I love this book because I love this cover so much. And then another one I want to pick up is The Doll Maker by Morgan Shammy. This is basically like a Jack the Ripper kind of like retelling. Basically, there is this guy who murders women, and over time he takes body parts from each one of them and then sews them back together and then puts them out for like a display. And he moved from New York to this smaller town where our main character lives, and her best friend gets kidnapped by this guy, so she has to work with 2 other people to try and save her before she suffers the same fate as them. So I'm excited about this one. Morgan Shammy came and signed at Barnes & Noble, so I got to talk with her. She was lovely, so I'm excited to pick this one up by her. I love Jack the Ripper, all of that kind of stuff, and like all of these books so far like give me fall vibes, and I'm just excited to pick this one up. I think it'll fit perfect. And then another one I want to get to is Beneath the Cursed Stars by Lexi Ryan. She also wrote These Hollow Vows, which I really enjoyed. I haven't read These Twisted Bonds yet, so I probably should read both of those. But this is her new YA fantasy book. I don't remember a whole lot about what this one's about, but it basically says, armed with an enchanted ring that gives her death's kiss, Jazz has been sneaking away from the palace at night to assassinate her enemies. Shapeshifter Felicity needs a miracle, fated to kill her magical father. She's been using her unique ability to evade fatal prophecies, and I guess both of these girls end up meeting up, and the one ends up shape-shifting into the girl so she can go on a quest to like help, I think it's destroy some tyrant or something. So she goes on that quest with the love interest, and so I'm excited to see how this one goes. I don't want to know a whole lot about it just because I feel like I like YA fantasies better when I'm going in a little bit blind, so I just kind of know the basic story, but I'm excited to see what this one is all about. And I haven't decided what else I really want to put on my TBR because I kind of want to keep it small and light so I can kind of choose whatever I want. So I think that's going to be everything that I'm like really thinking of. But I'll probably, if I finish this one, I might pick up the next one in this series. Who knows? But yeah, I think that's going to be all I have for my TBR. I am working on a video right now. So I'm reading a few books for that, but I don't really want to talk about them in here. I'm just going to wait until I post the video. But I think it's going to be like this month and next month. So you guys will see the video for that. I don't know if I'm going to do 1 video or 2 videos for that series, that thing or not. But I'm excited to be filming that vlog because it's really fun. So yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate all of like the love and support that you guys give me. So I will see you guys in my next video. Happy reading.